Alright. It is Monday, October 5th, 2020 at 12:35 p.m. Alright, let's take a look at some headlines. We got millions of locusts devastating fields and crops and pastures in Chile. Here you see a picture of a locust eating some food there. It says inhabitants and small farmers of Agua Maria and Huacao Cambarla, Chile, are facing the invasions of millions of locusts, devastating crops, trees, and pastures. Heavy damage has already been reported in both communities, while people are starting to worry for their livelihoods and asking officials to eradicate the insect plague. The flying insects move westward within the region of Cambarla, a trail of devastation left behind them. So Chile is facing millions of locusts. Alright, next. Here we have the National Hurricane Center. We have Tropical Storm Gamma moving with maximum sustained winds of 40 knots or 45 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure of 1,003 millibars. Located 22.3 north and 87.6 west. Movement south-southwest at 2 knots or 2 miles an hour. Gamma is going to be heading into Mexico. And then we have Tropical Storm Delta with maximum sustained winds of 40 knots or 45 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure of 1,002 millibars. Located at 16.4 north and 78.6 west. Movement west at 6 knots or 7 miles an hour. Let's take a look at Gamma. Gamma is heading into Mexico with maximum sustained winds of 45 miles an hour. Movement south-southwest at 2 miles an hour. It is forecasted to be a storm and then a depression as it goes into Mexico. 7 a.m. on Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Tuesday, and 7 a.m. on Wednesday. Alright, let's take a look at Tropical Storm Delta. Tropical Storm Delta has tropical storm conditions are expected in the Cayman Islands beginning late today or tonight, and a tropical storm warning is in effect. Dangerous storm surge and hurricane conditions are expected in portions of western Cuba by Tuesday afternoon, and a hurricane warning is in effect. Heavy rainfall will affect portions of Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, and western Cuba during the next few days. This rainfall could lead to significant flash flooding and mudslides. Delta is forecast to approach the northern Gulf Coast late this week as a hurricane. While there is large uncertainty in the track and intensity forecast at these time ranges, there is an increasing risk of dangerous storm surge, wind, and rainfall hazards along the coast from Louisiana to the western Florida Panhandle. Residents in these areas should monitor the process of Delta and check for updates in the forecast during the week. So let's take a look at the map. And here is Delta, Tropical Storm Delta, forecasted to become a hurricane as is forecasted to approach Louisiana and parts of Mississippi and Alabama and the Florida Panhandle. It is maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour, movement west at 7 miles per hour. This is forecasted to become a hurricane and reach the American mainland. Alright, next. The latest, McEnany tests positive for COVID-19. The latest on President Donald Trump's health after his COVID-19 diagnosis, unhospitalization, and new infections of close aides and others. At 11:30 a.m., White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany says she has tested positive for COVID-19. This comes days after President Trump tested positive for the coronavirus. So a lot of his aides are coming down with the COVID. Alright, next. New Jersey. Readies for widespread inoculations when coronavirus vaccine arrives. The health officials want 70% of the people to get a vaccine in 6 months, spending $6 million to get ready. New Jersey has big plans for a potential coronavirus vaccine. State health officials said they hope to get 70% of residents inoculated within 6 months, have identified most of the funding needed, and are crafting a strategy to prioritize distribution to those most at risk. Our goal, if I may, is pretty high. Department of Health Commissioner Judy Pershili told lawmakers last month during a hearing of the new state budget, which took effect October 1st. but many challenges remain. Priscilla and others warned there could be vaccine shortages, especially at first, and no additional dollars may be needed to pay clinicians to administer the injection. They said they're also working out details on storage, as the inoculations may require refrigeration, and ways to effectively track who gets immunized. So they're planning to track and get 70% of people in New Jersey to take the vaccine. I don't know how they're going to do it because a lot of people don't want to take this vaccine. If Bill Gates, who created these vaccines, doesn't want to get him and his family to take the vaccines, how are you going to get people who are regular, who had nothing to do with the vaccine, to take it? It's pretty iffy. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time. God bless. Stay safe out there.